we're here with a large bug to, I think he's a horsefly, to help show off my mowers. These are both for sale, or will be for sale, and I have my dog's help too, who really wants to go inside. Hey, good girl. Sorry. So, this one you've already seen. It's an MTD, Yard Machines, 12.5 horse, 38-inch cut, lawn tractor. Loose engine mounts, loose steering. That's not even turning, and it won't idle. I'm working on how to tighten up the steering with the help of Bleach PC's owner's manual. I am working on, well, I haven't actually, I'm not going to lie, I haven't done a thing about those engine mounts. They're so greasy under there. And then the carburetor I just got to rebuild, so that should be decently easy. The blades I just need to sharpen, and then it will be ready to sell. And its battery has actually been holding a charge. I started a total of 4 mowers with this battery today, just probably 30 minutes of just cranking, made in Mexico. But I have revived it. I can't believe it. It didn't want to do anything those first 2 days. But yeah, the reason the hood's off is someone broke the plastic clips down there. I don't know if you, yeah, see how it's not even. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to look like a piece of angle iron. And why MTD didn't make it out of metal, I have no idea, because they had to have known that eventually someone was going to bump into this. But mine was just sat right here, and it fell off when I hit a bump. So I've got to redo that and make it sturdy. Probably going to take a piece and try to bolt a piece onto that, or I'll do something. The engine overall is good. It doesn't have a battery, and I don't know if I've already showed this. It doesn't have the battery in it. I also have to get the seat, but I don't actually know how to reattach that because I think it used to have a crimp around it. But this one has a crimp. So if anyone knows where to get these, let me know. I've never actually had to redo the seat before, but it shouldn't be too terribly hard. All tires hold air. This front, the only original tire on it actually does not hold air that great. But it still holds it. I just got a message on my iPod, sorry. But here's the new one. This is what you all probably are looking for. My Wizard Plus Vanguard 15.5 horsepower. It is a 95 model. A 42-inch cut with a 6-speed shift-on-the-go transmission. It is very similar to my in-use tractor, Craftsman 14.5 horse overhead valves. That one's overhead valves also. I think it's just a Craftsman mower. They don't celebrate this one too much, but they're basically the same, except this one has a bigger motor, a slightly larger frame. This is just the upgrade of this. Everything on this mower has been done slightly better. Not much. I mean, granted, it's like every bolt is a little bit bigger. The engine is only 1 horsepower larger. The gas tank's just a hair bit bigger. It's just that sort of thing. It's just an upgrade. But, yeah, unfortunately, we had to pull this out of the mud. The guy said it was sitting. I didn't realize he meant 6 inches in the ground. When we got it, the mud, it was just sitting under the mud, like here. So we actually had to pull it out. All the tires had come. These 2 tires held bead. These 2 tires had come off the bead, but they're both on and holding air. And as you can tell, the mower's not sitting even, and I don't know why. I don't know if you can actually tell. Let me get down flat. See? It's not sitting even at all. So I need to address that. I don't like that. That makes me nervous. But I actually have driven it. Engine does... No, I can't say that. The engine does not run. It will fire if you pour gas into the carburetor, but it needs to be cleaned, I'm pretty sure. That's what they all need. And in case I haven't said, it's a 95. Ignition system does work. Found it a key. It turns out the key for the MTD and the Crafts... Well, this is actually not a Craftsman. It's, who is this by? It's by Western Auto. That's who makes this. But it's the same exact... I mean, the parts... I found a Craftsman logo on somewhere. Maybe I can find that before the end of the video. But anyway... it's very similar. I don't remember what that was supposed to be going at, but I got to figure out why it's not sitting even. But I mean, the steering and everything works, and it doesn't feel. I don't understand. It's like something maybe's been bent. But the back sits fine. The transmission works. I love these honking huge back tires. I mean, look at these beastly monsters and all their girth. Huge. It just screams like a boss. No battery in it. It didn't come with the battery, which is okay. That's okay. This is the air filter, which has ants in it. Ants had made a house in it, and actually when we pulled it out, there was, in the broken bead in the front tire, there was an ant mound. And everything seems to, well, there are some problems. The blades are, let's see, I'm pretty sure the blades and that belt is seized, but the drive belt isn't seized, because I can drive it, but if I want to engage the blades, just like the other one he had, because I worked on a Tory built he had from '06 that had, the muffler had filled with oil, and he took it off and couldn't get the muffler back on, and it was a long story, but, and then it didn't run, and had a couple ignition problems, but the drive belt had been locked up on it, but this one looks like it's probably the same thing. We'll fix that. Little dent there I haven't noticed. Yeah, what else about this guy? He'll be for sale soon enough. I can't keep him. I would love to, but he's not meant to stay at my house. Well, actually, this one probably will end up staying, and it's probably going to be those two that leave. Which I've had that one as but my family's had that as long as I can remember. And let's see. This is all filled with moss. I did a little bit to see if the paint was restorable. It looks like it will be. It has some marks all over it. Really, that's about it. Got some help over here cleaning it. Not much more to say about it. Made in the USA. Interesting. That question, is that what raises and lowers the deck? The words are off, and I don't know. That seemed to have done it, but I don't see anything else. I mean, unless this does it. That would be stupid, though. And then what the heck does this do? I don't know. The transmission also likes to get stuck after you drive it. You'll have to play with the clutch to get it where you can shift. But it's fine now. Yeah, that must be the deck adjustment. So what's that? Anyway, but yeah, it'll be a good mower. I just have to work. And the brakes stop crazy fast on this guy. But the only other thing I got was I got me a new push mower. It's a Yard Machines 4 horsepower, 21-inch cut, high wheeler, 3-in-1, mulcher, that whole deal. Dirty carb. It already actually runs. I'll fire it just real quick. One-handed. Probably got it primed it. It's been a couple hours.